Let's take a few minutes and talk about adverbs. Adverbs modify or add on to verbs and give us more information about how the action of the verb is working. But how can you prove that something is an adverb? Well, you can use this proof. Put the word in question in the blank with all of these sentences. Runs how, runs where, runs when. Let me make an important note here. An adverb is not going to be a group of words or a phrase. It will be just one word, and that's very important to remember. You want to try the word in all three blanks and then listen. If it makes sense, even one time, then that word is an adverb. Let's look at an example. Michael sometimes speaks harshly to his friends. The underlining means I intentionally chose those words. Now I have to prove it. Let's start with sometimes. Runs how? Sometimes. Runs where? Sometimes. Runs when? Sometimes. Now, runs how doesn't work, runs where doesn't work, but runs when, that definitely works. So now I know why I made that choice. I know how to prove that sometimes is an adverb. Now let's use harshly. Runs how? Harshly. Runs where? Harshly. Runs when? Harshly. Now that definitely works in the runs how question. So now I also know that harshly is an adverb, and I just proved it. Now it's time to add the adverb notes to your parts of speech sheet. Let's start with the definition and proof, and then some examples. In the first column, write words that answer the question, runs how? In the second column, write words that answer the question, runs where? And in the third column, write words that answer the question, runs when. Do you see that tiny little spot in the bottom corner? That's for the most commonly used adverb in the English language. It answers all three proof questions. The word is not. In your journal, after your notes, write for 10 minutes. Make sure to include at least 5 adverbs. Show the proof on each one. Now you'll always know when you've used an adverb correctly.